Welcome to NBA Basketball. I'm Damon Bruce, and we've got you covered here on 2K Sports. Thursday Hoops. It's the Los Angeles Lakers go. We make it cool to be
This, now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for the Lakers, LeBron James is out there with Caldwell Pope. And in the middle, the long-bodied JaVale McGee. Absolutely elastic. Then it's Green, and it's Davis in at the 4 spot. And for the Heat, now here's LeBron. To Davis. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They made it only 5 games before firing Mike Brown. Then they decided to go in a new direction. And, boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play. Really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small. A team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor. An older team trying to go up tempo. Coaching change. Had a lot of moving parts. It made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers' season went.
That's a good assessment.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Kick it out, kick it out.
Number 13, guarded by McGee. He dishes it to Butler. Changes up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
I don't know too many other players, Kevin, who have his level of concentration offensively. He just seems to have that singular focus you need as a shooter that, even if a defender's all over you, you still just lock in and let it go.
Steve, something else that jumps out at me about him is how often he thwarts penetration with his active hands. He gets a lot of his steals as players try to make their way to the basket. And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And that just has to improve, guys. The free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
And Miami making a change here. Olynyk checked in. The Heat rebound. Outside Butler. The feed to Jones. Another shot. Blocked by McGee. And it's the Lakers on the break. Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Tries to keep it alive. Butler against LeBron. None. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
LeBron is doubled. Feeds it to Davis. Davis gets the screen from Caldwell Pope. Green, defended by Olynyk. It's LeBron with the drive. He's good with the little jumper in close. LeBron's got his first 2 points.
That's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Number 13, guarded by McGee. Jones against LeBron. Davis with a screen on Jones. Throws it up high. Outside Green. Leads him in there. 6 on the shot clock. In transition, here comes Miami. And he uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for him.
Straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, no reason to slow it down when there's nothing in the way.
Backing down is LeBron. It's rebounded by Olynyk.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Butler dishes to Jones. Makes the lead pass. And it's good.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
And McGee kicks to Green. McGee sets the pick for Green. To JaVale McGee.
Ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. The Heat with the lead.
A lot of people thought the East would be a cakewalk for Miami last year, but Indiana made sure that wasn't going to be the case. What a series with the Pacers using their size and strength to pound Miami down low, and eventually the Heat were able to pull it out, but boy, was that a tough series.
And the Lakers have possession. After the Heat pick up two. And he goes in for the dunk. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
And so here is Miami. After the basket by the Lakers. Shot clock at 5. Step back and squared up. 12 points for him. And just to touch back on the Eastern Conference Finals into a Game 7 where Miami ran away with the game. But you know, Clark, if it weren't for the heroics of LeBron earlier in the series, it could have been the Pacers that took on San Antonio in the finals.
I was thinking a little bit about two former ABA teams meeting in the NBA Finals, but the Heat managed to steal Game 1, and I thought that proved to be the difference in the end. That was a game the Pacers had and didn't squeeze. But the way these two teams are constructed, they should be seeing a lot more of each other in the near future. And I think that's great for the league because whenever they meet up in the regular season or the playoffs, it's always been a battle the last couple of years.
Nice rivalry developing between those two.
Right.
Yeah.
A good one brewing.
Here's Howard. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
Well, for the Lakers last season, it seemed there was so much turmoil throughout the year. Injuries, coaching-wise, changes in the offense. And they never were able to really gain any momentum. They made a decent run at the end of the season, but that didn't carry over into the postseason when they were swept by the Lakers in the first round.
Tyler passes it to Leonard. Dishes it to Tyler. Passes it to Dragic. And the layup is good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
That's good. And I think going back to D'Antoni and the Lakers, that Howard and Gasol were made more than a little disgruntled. How Clark made use or didn't make use of them offensively.
You know, the Lakers brought in D'Antoni to try to emphasize Steve Nash and his role in the offense, but I think they neglected how that would affect the 7-footers. Didn't do a really good job of incorporating those guys. And when you got Kobe getting his shots, that's a tough dynamic to work through.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Leonard with the steal. Here's Tyler. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Dwight Howard. Here's Leonard.
Shut up!
Can't get it to go. Great defense that time from Morris.
You know, they've been beating this club to a lot of loose balls and rebounds here early on.
Love the work ethic they've come out of the locker room with.
And it's Smith missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
The Lakers making a switch here. Miami shooting their third free throw shot of the game. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Here is Cook. He's guarded by Dragic. Stolen by Robinson. And here they go. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's Tyler. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
And the key is you look at the steal totals for this team. They have really put good pressure on the offense.
Well, you know what? Pressure can lead to pilfers, and pilfers can lead to points. So we've got the three P's: pressure, pilfers, points. Get it done.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, the Lakers barely squeezed into the playoffs last season. Despite that, they had the largest luxury tax bill in the league, almost $30 million, more than double the next highest team in the Miami Heat. So, maybe one silver lining for them with Dwight Howard deciding to move to Houston? The team won't have to shoulder the even more limited taxes that began this season. Kevin?
Good point, Doris. Thanks.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
The block!
Dragic, good look. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. A decent edge and rebound.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
Here's Robinson. Big dunk at the end of the break.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. Well, you know, when they need a big three, he's the guy they look to. He's about as reliable a deep threat as you're going to find.
And the consistency of his jump shot is another thing we should say about him. I mean, it doesn't matter how many defenders are flying at him, his stroke is never changing.
And here's Dragic following the three from Green. It's Iguodala with the drive. He's with the block. And it's the Lakers on the break.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Only 3 teams in the entire Eastern Conference had a better than 500 record against the West, and no surprise the Heat were one of those 3, and they were dominant against Western Conference opponents all year long.
Here's Davis. That's good. Davis has got 10.
Man, their offense is really cranked up in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've got it going now. Above 60% shooting for the night, and it's going to be tough to beat them when they shoot it like that.
And Miami has possession. Trailing by 2. LeBron James on the wing. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Mark, adding on to what you were saying about the Heat versus the West, they ended up 25-5, which is incredible, Steve, given how many tough teams that are in the Western Conference.
That's amazing, Kevin. They had a better record against the West than they did against the East in terms of their winning percentage. So I think that speaks to just how motivated Miami was when they went out on the road to the West in particular to really show everybody how good they were.
Here's LeBron. The Heat getting the bucket. McGee in a strong finish with 2 hands.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. He takes it to Olynyk. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That is a pretty finish. The defense did all they could there, but he just outwilled them.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Lakers still pursuing another title, but it would be a real shock if that were to come this year. A lot of age and injury on this team. They lose Dwight Howard. This is a club that just doesn't have enough athleticism and speed to contend for a title.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, but for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
Here's Davis, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Well, back to the Lakers. Clark, you think they're too old? Is this a team that needs to rebuild?
Not yet, Kevin. The saying is, young doesn't win in the NBA. I think for them, health and chemistry are the most important. I think this is a franchise that's shown it can make a home run deal like acquiring Pau Gasol in 2007. Got 2 titles out of that move. I think they'll look to add some youth through their bench and restructure the personnel a bit, and they'll position themselves for another run, perhaps.
It's rebounded by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside Butler. Oh, and there's the up high to stop the alley-oop.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game. Potential.
And Davis throws it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Lakers. From deep, LeBron can't get it to go. Well, he go the other way with it. None. Here's Jones. LeBron with the block, and they're able to recover. Green against Butler. It's tipped.
Get him out!
To the paint. They double him with LeBron. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish. He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
And stolen by Butler. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And that is good. 16 points for him.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Ron right side. Right side, Butler. Right side, Butler. Now here is Howard. Working on Jones. Howard picks to Cook. LeBron. Nailed from three-point land. LeBron's got 5 points in the quarter. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
None. Down the breakaway jam.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
The Lakers making a switch here. Russo's checked in. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. There's the dish to Butler. Butler off the pitch from Olynyk. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. None. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And it's a 3-point Miami lead.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Let's it fly. No good from Caldwell Pope. The Heat leading by 3. Butler kicks to Olynyk. Lets it go from 11. Second chance shot. here's LaRusso. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know, with the extra weight he has over his man there, I mean, he's going to be hard to slow down when he gets ahead of steam. Those extra LBs make a difference. Well, when you have the best record in the league, you're going to be the most dominant, one of the most dominant teams at home. The Heat just destroyed people down in Miami, and only the Denver Nuggets had more wins at home than the Heat did.
Tyler, no good. LA has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far. They set the pick. Inside, here's Kuzma. Caldwell Pope passes to LaRusso. No good from outside. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle, here's Dragic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Dragic has got 7 points in the game.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him. Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
And the Heat lead by 2.
Boy, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Oh, hit that!
Here's Caldwell Pope. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Heat lead by 2.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome to
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. And the Heat shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. And the pass to Butler. He feeds it to Robinson. And it drops that one in. Robinson's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Heat.
Great teamwork out there, really helping each other out.
Their plan is one. I mean, they're like a symphony. Everybody in harmony, in beat, and in rhythm. 5 straight baskets now have resulted because of assists. Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. Plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here. He is so creative, Kevin. That's what I love about watching him. As good as anybody in the league at breaking down a defender one-on-one.
And Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball, the microwave. There's no slow build-up with him. All he needs is one shot to go down, and it can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity.
And here is Butler after the three-pointer from Green. Butler dishes to Jones. Back to Butler.
Shot!
With the block. LeBron outside. LeBron left side. He passes it to Caldwell Pope. Here's LeBron.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys. You know, there are a number of things that went wrong for the Lakers, and a lot of it led to them being a poor team on the road. They just didn't look like they were on the same page whenever they played away from Staples.
Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Nunn covered by LeBron. Nunn. He with the block. And they get it back. Davis up top, defended by Jones. Kicks it to LeBron. Outside, Green. And the Lakers with another miss. Back to the Lakers in their play on the road. It wasn't for their lack of scoring. They would put up just about as many on the road as they would at home. Steve, it's just that they wouldn't get the stops. The defense wasn't what they needed for road wins.
Well, if you're going to win on the road, you have to get stops. And the Lakers didn't do that. And, you think about this year, without Dwight Howard now, that defense is only going to get worse. So I would look for the road to be a major issue this year for the Lakers.
The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got his third rebound on the night. Gets it to go.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. LeBron right side. Pass to Caldwell Pope. He dishes it to Green. Pass to LeBron. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
What a game for LeBron. He has 9 points and 3 blocks.
You just can't find fault with anything he's done here. The effort, the energy, his production, his defense, it's all there.
All hustle, non-stop effort from him all over that 94 by 50-foot box.
Heat have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Outside Butler with the lead pass. From past the arc. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And Los Angeles guys shooting 55% from the floor. Feeling very confident offensively.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Jones. The Heat trail by 3. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Outside Butler.
Yeah, look at me.
And there's the feed to Crowder. None. Number 13 makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
And you got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Now here's LeBron. Shot 14. Rejected by Robinson. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's Crowder. He's guarded by Davis. It's Iguodala with the drive. Young. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by LeBron.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, he sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
Feeds to Waiters. Pass to Davis. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? He has 15 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
He hasn't been afraid to draw a little contact if the opportunity's been there. And I'll tell you, some guys shy away from that, not him.
And the Lakers making a change here. Green's checked in. Now here's Iguodala. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. From beyond the arc, gets it to go. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Davis setting the pick for LeBron. After the pick, frees him up. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
And here are the Heat now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Back to Iguodala. Crowder. It falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. Crowder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Davis setting the pick for LeBron. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
I'll tell you what I love about him. His ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong. Even with defenders hanging all over him, he continues to finish at the basket.
You know, something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
Rebound by Smith.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game as he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
LeBron kicks to Davis. Here's LeBron. The shot is off. Excellent D that time from Jones. Iguodala left side. Rejected by LeBron. Outside, Jones. Good with the triple.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Now here's Waiters. Defense is right there. The drive by LeBron. Rejected by Leonard. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Jones slams it home. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
Now here's LeBron. And Green gets it to go.
The three-point shot has been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Yeah, they sure have gotten hot from out there.
And the Heat call time here.
They've already picked up a number of fouls here, and they're in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet, keeping their hands up, and defending without fouling.
Here's Dragic. 7 points in the game. And stolen by LeBron. Dishes it to Smith. And it's blocked by Crowder. Outside Dragic. He kicks it to Butler. 54 seconds left in the third. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
Robinson's checked in for Jay Crowder. The Lakers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third.
Stay there. I got ball.
Dragic against LeBron. And he brings it home with one hand.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because he's got one here tonight.
Jones, no luck.
I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Gets it to go. And it's a 7-point Laker lead.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Right side Jones. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Wow! That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
And he makes the first. No good on the second free throw. The Heat trail by 7. Outside Butler. The next to Dragic. Back to Butler. Here's LaRusso. The pass to Morris. Howard with a screen on Butler. Russo, the pass to Williams. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Heat shooting about 42% so far. It's Dragic with the drive. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy. He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. Free throw good, Howard. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside Butler. Number 13, he's guarded by Howard. Off his foot, and the official saying it was kicked. And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Poked loose, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Dragic against LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Elbow shot is on the way.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving them too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
He'll make the walk of shame back to the bench. He gets to watch the rest from the sideline.
The Heat making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. The first one falls.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which is giving him some free throw opportunities.
The Lakers also with the sub, Daniel Green. He's checked in for Markieff Morris. The Heat trail by 10, and the Heat call time here. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Heat. Dragic with it. By LaRusso. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed. All of the above.
Russo, the pass to Davis. LeBron, and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Number 13. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
It's LeBron with the drive. Unblocked. And there's the call on James. And that'll be his third foul so far. Hill, he's checked in for Olynyk. The Heat trail by 4. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
They're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving.
Great open look there.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for LaRusso. LeBron outside. LeBron gets the screen from Davis. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw.
Well, a semi-productive trip to the line in the end, but we'll see how costly that miss is.
And here's Miami. They're on a 9-1 run right now. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And it's a tie ball game.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so
Going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
Butler kicks to Tyler to take the lead. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up here.
Here's LeBron. Pulls his man off the screen and lays it up and in. LeBron's got 5 points now in the quarter. For Miami, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Now off the inbound. And it's Jones finishing it off.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Up top, Dragic, defended by Caldwell Pope. Good ball movement here by Miami. Number 13, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
No good on that one. No luck that time either. Lakers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. McGee is screen.
James.
Down low. It's stolen by Jones. In transition, here comes Miami.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
A steal. And here comes the break. Here's Butler. Shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The drive by LeBron. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line. The Heat making a switch here. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And for the Heat, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. Here's Butler. That one is hammered home. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
This could be an instant classic, fellas. I mean, this thing has all the looks of a game that's going to go right down to the last shot.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe.
No problem for him there. You just know what the result's going to be when he steps to the line in a tight game like this.
Lakers trail by 3.
Hey, get LeBron!
LeBron gets the screen from McGee. Pass to Caldwell Pope, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
13 seconds on the shot clock. 13.
It's LeBron with the drive. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Butler, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Heat lead by 5.
It's been the story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
McGee sets the pick for LeBron. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. LeBron's got 30.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
.143 left here in the fourth quarter. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
LeBron dishes to McGee. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Great job getting to the bucket and getting to the free throw line. You know, when the game's close, you want your guys attacking just like that.
Butler against Green. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Kicks it out to Jones. He feeds it to Tyler. Gets the three to fall.
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big, big moment in this game.
LeBron outside. They set the pick.
Yes! Boy, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
The game has come down to this.
Ginormous possession.
What intensity. He sinks the clutch free throw. And the Lakers making a change here. Davis has checked in, and so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Clutch free throws there, fellas. This one's a barn burner. Tight as me in an airport laboratory.
Get there!
LeBron gets the screen from McGee. Off the screen. Yes! The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
Three seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. None. Defended by Caldwell Pope. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Tyler passes it to Butler. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Just 5 to shoot. None.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Here's LeBron. Money!
Perfect inbounds pass and an easy 2 points.
Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg's. Kerr and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, LeBron James.